Good evening and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we need immediate clarity from the government about the booster dose. It cannot be whimsical anymore. We can't all be put on hold, told to wait, with no clarity, no timeline, no clear public communication about the desperately needed booster dose. Let's accept it. The third wave is here, and we have no clarity. And like in other countries, the Omicron numbers are rising and doubling every few days in India as well. We have no clarity. COVISHIELD, it has been scientifically proven today, is not effective. 3 months after a second shot, we have no clarity. Which means millions of even double vaccinated people are vulnerable. We have no clarity. And this is not working. The government's approach cannot be based on a broad assumption of a likely fatality rate or by assumptions that Omicron is not as bad as Delta or other strains. The fact is, there's nothing to prove that either, by the way. The fact is that COVID often needs hospitalization. And the fact also is, simply put, that all of India wants not to have COVID at all. All of India wants to not just avoid hospitalization. The fact is also that you don't want to avoid COVID only because you don't want to fall sick, but also because you don't want to pass it on to others in your family who may be vulnerable. And in all of this reality, I find this bureaucratic approach totally stifling. I ask tonight on your behalf, what is the exact clarity on children getting vaccinated? Why are we not being told about it? What's the great secrecy about that? Why not tell hundreds of millions of parents in the country exactly what the plan is out there? Why keep them anxious? States are sitting on millions of extra doses. There are millions of extra doses which should be given to those who need the booster. Why is it that only in India we seem to feel we don't need the booster? Everywhere else in the world, every government in the world is going on an overdrive about the booster, but we say, oh, we don't have the medical fundas with us yet on whether Indians need the booster. Why? Do Indians have a different kind of immunity? Are we unique? That people in UK, America, everywhere else in the world need a booster, but Indians may not need the booster. Why? And why should we let all those extra doses lying with state governments go waste? What's the sense in that? But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, why does one feel there isn't a crying sense of urgency? No immediate and tough deadline? Timeline? What's the timeline? Why are we not being told? Why so opaque? If Moderna and Pfizer are not being allowed in, then why not tell the people of India, why are they not being allowed in? Is it about effectiveness or about indemnity? Why is this whole, the kind of communication we are having right now of a type that we'll tell you when we feel like? Dear viewers, you and I want action, transparency and communication. And my hashtag tonight is India needs booster. And it's not just my hashtag tonight. Believe me, it's a loud shout from all of India, which is on the edge of the third wave. And we must shout loud enough to be heard. Because that's what I've realized in this country. You have to shout to be heard sometimes. So we need to ask, when are we getting the booster, ladies and gentlemen?